Hello, hello! Welcome to our developmental milestone series where we go through every single month from birth to 24 months, developmental milestones and activities that you can do with your baby or toddler to help them reach those developmental milestones. If you are new here, we want to welcome you and encourage you to subscribe to our channel. We have got tons of toddler activities that will be perfect for your growing toddler. So if you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe before we get started. Now, just a quick note, there is a huge range for development for your baby and toddler. So these skills and activities will actually be very applicable for a toddler that is a few months older or a few months younger. So go ahead and check out the other videos in this series. I am sure you will find lots of things that are fun for both you and your toddler. What do you see? Auntie Trina. Today we are going to start the day off with cognitive milestones, and cognitive milestones are the way that your baby thinks and problem solves and processes things. The first cognitive milestone for your 23-month-old toddler is that your toddler is beginning to recognize colors. Now, they may not be able to quite say them verbally. That is where we get a little bit into our speech skills, which we will talk about later. But recognizing objects by color, and especially their one favorite color if they have one already, is something that you can expect to start seeing sometime around now. A great way to expose your toddler to colors is simply by adding that adjective in when you are playing. So whether you are playing with cars or blocks or dishes or coloring, label that color that you are using. Our Christian boy knows the colors because we've been doing this for a very long time. But if you are just starting to name those colors now, that is just fine. You name the colors as you play, and as soon enough, your toddler will follow along. Look at all these bears! What do you see?
Bears.
You see two bears? Hello, my name is Red Bear.
Is this the oldest? Mama, two oldest.
Two orange bears.
So much fun.
So much fun.
She's happy friend.
Happy friend. Hello, orange bear. Our next cognitive milestone is that your toddler is beginning to sing familiar songs. These are nursery rhymes and lullabies. I can almost guarantee you they're not going to have all the words right now, but you'll get the gist of what they're trying to say, and that is a cognitive skill. It's simply memorizing. And at this level, it is good for their little brain. Repetitive nature builds their brain. And if it isn't obvious already, the best way to practice this is by singing those nursery rhymes. So in our preschool skills binder that we do every day, there's a laminated sheet and we have little song cards on there with Velcro dots that Christian can grab a song and pick to sing. And we do this for practice, for repetition, and enjoyment. If you would like to make your own songboard, I will put a link to ours in the description below. Yay, Christian! Next, we are going to move into speech milestones. And speech milestones relate to both how your child understands language and takes it in, but as well as the way they express language coming out of their mouth. At 23 months old, your toddler will begin saying other family members' names that are not in their immediate house. The way that we are going to practice this is we are going to make a family book. Just get yourself a little cheapy photo album and put family members' pictures in them and save them with your toddler. Again, like we mentioned before, the more practice, the more repetition, the more exposure, the better they will be at saying those names. Who do you see? Cassie, yeah, cousin Cassie.
Papa.
Bella, yep, that's your cousin Bella. Want to go to the next page?
Yeah.
Who do you see?
Auntie Trina.
Auntie Trina. Who's that?
Auntie Jessica.
Auntie Jessica.
Mimi.
That's Marmar.
Mama.
Mama. Our next speech milestone is that their vocabulary is beginning to build a little bit more strongly outside of those basic words. And the great way to practice this is actually through imaginative play. Imaginative play is exactly what it sounds like, playing with your imagination. Think of it as a lot of like dress up and role play kind of play. So then what you want to do is you want to think about all of the words that are related to that role play that you can expose your toddler to. So if we're role playing doctor, we can talk about the doctor themselves. We can talk about the checkup and the shots and the stethoscope, and this helps build their vocabulary. Go ahead and lay back in your seat, patient Christian. My name is Dr. Mama. What's my name?
Dr. Mama.
Dr. Mama. The doctor's gonna use the stethoscope to listen to your heart.
Oh, your heart is sounding so good. You're a healthy boy.
Now we need to use the blood pressure cuff or the sphygmomanometer. Can you say sphygmomanometer? That's right.
We're checking your blood pressure.
Are you ready for your shot?
Yeah.
Okay, on your arm. There we go. We use the syringe to give Christian boy a shot. It's Christian's turn to be the doctor.
What are you working on?
Bus
What are you doing?
Looking at my set.
Can you use the otoscope to look in Mama's ears? How does it look?
Happy.
That's good.
Next, we are going to move into social milestones, which are milestones that are related to the way that your toddler interacts with others, as well as manages their own emotions and feelings. The first milestone is that your toddler enjoys silly interactions with adults. And to practice this milestone, we are going to do a game called Mirror Mirror. Essentially, what you're going to do is you are going to mimic and copy everything that your toddler does. It might take them a little bit of time to catch on to what you are actually doing, but once they do, oh, it will be hilarious. This book. Emotional goal is that your toddler enjoys the company of other children, though they may not directly play with them still yet, and probably honestly keep a good distance between them and the other child. A great way to practice this is by doing play dates. So if you have friends or cousins with children around the same age, getting those play dates in is a great way to help socialize your child and give them that practice with interacting with other children. Now, unfortunately, if it wasn't COVID keeping us 6 feet away from everyone, we are on the West Coast and the smoke is keeping us indoors. So just imagine a play date. And we are moving on. Now let's talk about gross motor skills. Gross motor skills refer to large muscle movements, so arms, legs, trunk. Those muscles are associated with gross motor skills. And the first goal that we are going to be focusing on is kicking a moving ball. To be honest, this one is super hard for Christian still, and you will see that it is a skill that we are still trying to develop. But the best way to develop it is to practice. So get out a ball, roll it to your toddler, and encourage them to kick it while it's rolling. But at about 23 months, we want to get your kiddo kicking that ball while it's still moving. Get ready to kick. Kick, 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 kick. Woohoo! Okay, here we go. Kick. Yay! Our next next gross motor milestone is that your toddler is able to jump in place. Note that this is different than jumping off of a surface. A great way to practice it is actually jumping on a surface that gives a little. We have our nugget couches out and we're practicing jumping on those. Honestly, a bed or a couch works well for this activity too. But of course, if you have a trampoline, those are great surfaces as well.
Jumpa, jumpa, jump. Jumpa, jumpa, jump.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Wow, look at you, big guy.
Now let's move on to fine motor skills, and those are skills that are related to the muscles in their fingers. Our first fine motor milestone for your 23-month-old is that your toddler is going to be able to fold paper. Now, this is not a straight fold. We're not making paper airplanes and snowflakes and all the goodies. It's simply folding over a paper. So demonstrate for your toddler how to fold the paper over and rub it with their hand until it smushes all the way down. And if they don't get it now, keep practicing, it'll come. Watch Mama fold. I'm gonna push it over. And I'm gonna push down with my hands. Push, push, push. Can you pull one side up and push it down to the other? Good job, and rub, 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 rub.
Push it down and
Bop, bop, bop.
rub, rub, rub. Good job. Again. Push it down and
Bop, bop, bop.
yep. Rub. There you go. Look at you folded that paper.
Our next fine motor milestone is that your toddler is able to open small containers. A perfect way to practice this is actually using Easter eggs. Otherwise, you can use Tupperware or small containers. But Easter eggs work great, so if you have those lying around, go ahead and pull those back out. Put something exciting to your toddler inside the Easter egg. Make it enticing, make them want to open up those eggs. As a bonus, if you want to actually hide those Easter eggs around the room, it makes it that much more fun.
Yeah.
Did you find one?
Yeah.
You found another one. An L.
No, see other way.
You don't see them anywhere?
Yeah. No. Yeah, I didn't see it.
There it is.
A.
Hey! You found it.
Our last set of milestones that we are going to cover here are self-care milestones, and these are milestones that relate to the way that your toddler cares for himself as well as begins to participate in the world around him. We've talked about this one a little bit before, but at 23 months old, it is an appropriate time that your toddler is able to use a fork and a spoon with stability and confidence. The more practice, the better. Don't be afraid of those messy foods. Put a bib on them, the ones that have the little pouch. It'll catch everything else. Give them practice.
That was a really good bite.
Make sure you take small bites so that it all stays on your spoon.
Can we open that thing, please?
Yes. The last self-care milestone is that your toddler is beginning to become more proficient with undressing themselves, and that is from the waist down. So pants and shorts are a great place to start. If your kiddo's potty trained, the underwear as well. If you are looking for a potty training video, I will link it above and in the description below as well. And then the socks, I'm sure you have seen your kiddo ditch their socks in the months coming up to this. So the shirt can take a little bit more time. Tricky getting those arms in the sleeves over the head, but that will come in the next months too. Just keep practicing that as well when you are dressing and undressing your toddler. We so hope you are enjoying these activities with your toddler. They are purposeful, they are meaningful, they help your toddler learn and grow, and they give you guys something to do together. So we so hope that with your toddler, you are having fun. We are at 23 months, we're going to 24 months, and then that will be the end of this series. Definitely make sure you check out the 24-month milestone video when it comes out next month. Our student, Dr. Quinn, will go over the things that your doctor will be looking for at their 2-year well child check as well. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel again. We have so many toddler activities, including an entire preschool curriculum that is coming out every 2 weeks on our channel. And our new On the Farm unit will be coming out here in the next week or so. Thank you so much for joining us. We love you, we appreciate you, and we can't wait until we see you again. Until next time, bye.